he can have a lot of tension. The back end is going forward, the front end is blocking at the same time.
By the time he gets there, maybe he makes the jump, and if not, he bails out. Stop putting your foot on the gas pedal behind, because I cannot control it in front.
Hi, my name is Bruce Goodin, and today I've had my horse Casper with me. I'm an international show jumping rider from New Zealand, but I live here in Sweden. I've been to 5 Olympics. I've only had Casper for 4 weeks. You know, he's quite a big horse, and on top of that, he can have a lot of tension, especially when he's hearing something or seeing something. When he gets filled with this tension, then the whole body becomes rigor mortis, and then he feels like a really heavy horse. The back end is going forward, but not in control, and the front end is blocking at the same time. And this is certainly what this horse does when you're coming to a jump. You know, he gets all this tension, the back end goes faster, but the front end is kind of blocking, so it's this conflict. So this is, you know, why I was really interested and excited to bring him here, so that hopefully I can learn some skills to help him learn skills to be able to control himself. How we doing?
Too bad. How are you?
Very good.
So you have a horse that has a lot of body, a lot of scope, a lot of power. He has a lot of things from a modern horse, but he also has some body shapes from a not so modern horse. He has a little bit of a disconnect, that you have one area of the body that has a circulation of energy, another area, and everything is kind of not having this symmetry which enables him to flow and know what's going on all the time. So relaxing the hind leg is the first part, make a connection to the hind leg to teach him how to do that, what is relaxation, and then be able to feel that he can transfer the energy back. How do I come back? So I just look for the body to have some kind of response, stimulus, so we wake up that part of the body until we slowly get to this point where we reach the front. He goes from there to here, starts to feel the body a little bit. The horse really wants to do the right thing, so it's probably a horse that's just kind of been a pleaser and gone along. He was no problem to break in. We could put a saddle on, we could get on, we could ride him. He wasn't taught a good order of movement, a good awareness of his body. And because that basic foundation breaks down and we have a disconnect in the body, the insecurity starts to come with the environment. He doesn't trust his own self when navigating himself through normal given situations. Yeah, just walk him a little bit. We, in the beginning, of course, have to find this connection with self, be able to teach him the simple exercise of behind and across in our groundwork pattern. And then when we start to find the good order of movement in the body, what is the organization, what connection does he have between the legs when he moves? Is when I start to move, where does the energy go? So we want to be able to open the front and him be able to transfer this energy behind here. This is guiding the front end from a front end that falls forward to a front end that can redirect. This step, yes.
One of the many important points was working on the good side first, and not trying to do more on the more difficult side.
So left is actually a little bit worse. So I do less on the left. So it means if he's in a panic state, most of the time it'll be exit stage right.
By doing less on the more difficult side, you're giving the horse the idea that, oh, you have success here. and then going back to the easier side, and then coming back to the more difficult side.
Behind and across, behind and across. So when we get on the difficult side, he has more motivation to get the same feeling.
And I think a common mistake that most of us probably do is, we think by doing more on the more difficult side will bring more success, where, that's just sort of showing them that they're really not good on that side.
And then I connect to the right front leg through the rein, and then I ask him to step to the side, and I want that he finds an order of movement where the diagonal pairs connect. And you see often he's blocking here and then moving there. Blocking here, moving there. I'm trying to avoid, which your hand naturally tends to do, is this. And then the body stays straight. It gets behind you. I lift up the rein when he loses shape until he comes back into the diagonal pair position again. Regain connection, which gives him stability. Of course, then there are going to be preconceived ideas about what noise means, what movement means, what an object means, what approach means. So if we start to approach with the tools, just like he's approaching a fence or he's approaching the bench in the corner, he feels a disbalance, he becomes unsure. So open to the right, open to the left, and his body starts to follow the pressure and give a yes posture instead of closing the front. So we want to teach him to give a sensation of the state of the body, to give confidence in the presence of the element of approach. And then we do the midline, so left and right here. Here. Reference what's happening here. Yes. Good. How do we teach him what to do in the body? So here, left front, this was good. And now right front, contraction right front, yes, yes. Oh, left front, yes, yes. So draw him towards the tool until he gets the yes posture and he starts to lean forward. So it doesn't matter in the end what we present to him, his body has to say, I feel myself, and the actionable thing is I say yes. Then I have the confidence. So we went through a little exercise of mobilizing the body, teaching him to lean forward and bringing the focus on the yes by opening up the body just before he was about to go through our task, which was the 2 beanbags. So you see already the contraction here. So like, oh, I don't want to go there, so I'm going to go here. And first he creates a contraction. I don't push him back. I let him go in the opposite direction, and then I show him how he can have a different sensation in the body. When he leans forward, I took him away. Don't let him go through the spot. To make the focus and the awareness of what is the thing you have to do in the body for your body to say, yes, I can do this. Open the front. And this way, we want him to navigate his way through something. Right front. So the body wants to go left, yes. But how does he move in a way where he feels agile, able, where he feels a sense of athleticism, coordination, posture? Energy up a bit. Think about the diagonal pear shape. Good. Redirection of the front. Oh, almost looking handy. We enable him to find this sensation in the body so that he can do it in all the hours that he's not with Bruce.
Yeah, I think the horse demonstrated himself really well. He showed his tension, he showed his weaknesses. We were able to work with them in a really positive way and had some really nice outcomes.
Bruce was not worried about it feeling awkward. He very much put himself into the student position. So then to say, okay, this is the thing you've done your whole life and you're a very good horseman, you're an exceptional rider, and now you're going to come and work with the horse in a way that you're not experienced. This gives me energy to work with riders like this, who I know are very experienced, but still dare to go into a place where you're going to feel like an amateur.
I think it's very interesting to work with a horse like this. It's a great learning experience. I hope that he can be a good show jumping sport horse. I really want to be the best horse person that I can possibly be, and I think this is what motivates me to get up and work with horses every day, because it's what makes it enjoyable.
So I think possibly the best and most useful thing to take out of this is Bruce's mindset. Of course, there's a lot of technical things that come with how the horse is, but the horse has the big advantage here because Bruce is not going to continue to do what he's done. He's not going to try to solve it in the riding because he knows this is not working. He can manage only so many things. There's something we have to install in the horse in order for him to take over the responsibility, for him to manage himself. The more things we can teach the horse, the less things we have to control in ourselves. And to be able to do that, sometimes you have to be willing to put yourself back in the student position and to be able to be taking the opportunity to know that this horse can really teach me something to better the situation for me and this horse, but also every other horse I may have after this that has a similar situation. So this is a take-home for everybody. We're having difficulties because we have not yet found the information necessary for us to eliminate the difficulty. And if we continue to search for the information that is going to free us from that difficulty, we're going to better things for ourselves and, of course, therefore for our horses.